Hello, third graders. Have a question for you. Have you ever noticed that sometimes when you're reading your writing, that you come to a word and you try to read it, but you can't? Maybe you've circled it because it's a big, fabulous, tricky word. But then you go to read it and you're like, I don't remember what word that was because it's just not even close to the actual spelling of it. Or maybe you give it to your mom and dad or your teacher and they say, I don't know what word that is. Has that ever happened to you? Well, today I want to teach you in writing lesson 5. I want to teach you, I am learning to spell tricky words so that I and others can read my writing. How does that sound? We want to be able to read our writing, and we want others to be able to read our writing, but we also want to be able to use tricky words, right? Because there's much more exciting than boring words. So this is writing lesson 5, third graders. If you have not watched and done your lessons for writing lessons 1, 2, 3, and 4, would you stop and go back and do those first? Thank you. Last week, Ms. Tran taught you about elaboration. She gave you a group of puppies, different puppies, and you got to choose your favorite puppy and tell why that was the best puppy and tell why not, why you didn't choose a different puppy. Because that's part of elaboration, is telling why you didn't choose something. This week, we're going to look at these tricky words. So, I want to teach you a strategy to help you spell your tricky words that I call skating across a word. Think about roller skating or inline skating or maybe ice skating. You kind of skate or move across the ice or move across the floor or the ground. Same idea with a tricky word. Let's try it together. So we're going to take the tricky word fantastic. Okay, would you say that? Fantastic. Notice how we said it out loud, and then we said it slowly, and we listened to ourselves say it. Would you do one more thing? Would you clap that word with me? Fantastic. Okay, so there's 3 parts to the word. Next, I'm going to take my paper, and I'm going to skate across the word, and I'm going to write each part as I do this. So the first part, say it, fan. That's a word I know, and I know how to spell, fan. Fantas, fantas, tas. Fantastic, tick. Is that a word you know? Maybe like TikTok, tick, ick. So we have fantastic, just like when we clapped it out. So in your writing, sometimes you will circle a tricky word because you don't know how to spell it. I want you to think about your tricky words, and if you use this strategy, if it might help you spell that tricky word a little bit closer to the real spelling. I was thinking though, fantastic. I could use the word great instead of fantastic, but right? It's boring. I don't want to use that word great. I want to use fantastic. It's an awesome word. But I also want to make sure that I can spell that tricky word so that I can read my writing and others can read it too, right? That's what's most important. Let's actually, if you don't have a piece of paper near you or a whiteboard that you can write on, would you push pause and go get a piece of paper and a whiteboard? All right, let's try another word together. This time, let's use the word gigantic. Would you try that on your own? Gigantic. Do you want to clap it with me first? Gigantic. How many parts? Okay, try that on your paper. Again, if you want to push pause, do it. Gigantic. Okay, so let's try it together now that you've tried it on your own. I'm skating across that word. Gigantic. Let me try gan. Is gan a word I know? Not really. Gan. Gigantic. Oh, tick. Just like up here. Tick. Gigantic. Gigantic. So I've skated across that word, spelling each part as I listen to myself say it out loud. For your assignment this week, I want you to gather up all of the award writing that you've done so far. So the first week you did the best dragon. You can see I did this. This is my own creation because I don't have the award paper here at my home, but it looks similar to yours, right? Grab your award writing for the best dragon, the best item in your collection. Many of you gathered your own collection and wrote an award paper for the best item. And last week's lesson with Ms. Tran, which one was that? The best puppy. Teachers make mistakes every day. Okay, so the best puppy. Grab all of your award writing, and I want you to read it, each one at a time. Okay, you have 2 days to do writing, so you can do this. Read the first one. Are there any tricky words that you come to that you're just not quite sure what they are? Circle it. I want you to take each word and try saying it, listening, skating over that word part by part, and spelling it closer to the actual spelling. You're going to erase what you wrote when the words don't make sense and rewrite the word after you've skated over it. So that, why are we doing this? Are we doing this to be perfect spellers? No, we're third graders. We're doing this so that we can spell tricky words so that you and other people can read your writing, your fabulous writing. All right, finally, you are going to get this new and improved writing checklist, editing checklist this week. And you can see that I have highlighted the piece that we just worked on today, skating across our word, and using what we know from other words to spell pieces or parts of words that were tricky words that we're using. Okay, so you have some editing to do. You have some editing of your award papers to do. Please edit each one and send a picture of the edited version to your teacher. Thank you.